Hello Paradise Pixies, and welcome back to my pink paradise. So today's video is going to be a lock maintenance video. This video was filmed back in March of 2024, but this is during the time where I was experiencing a lot of strain around my temples and my edges. As you can see, my locks are literally hanging on by a thread. But basically, all around the perimeter, I was experiencing like thinning. Well, not really thinning, just like my locks splitting off in the middle, and I've had to have them reattached for a couple times. But as of right now, of course it's in the new year and I'm not experiencing this anymore. My locks are a lot more healthier. This is during the time where I was stretching out my retwist, going every 4 months, but ever since I started getting my lock retwisted every 2 months, it has managed to calm down the locks coming out. So this all started about 2 years ago when I was at my previous loctician. My locks were very much during the starter phase. I think my locks were about 9 months in at the time, and I got a tight pineapple hairstyle. The tight pineapple hairstyle basically weakened the entire perimeter of my hair. So with that being said, I've had to get my locks reattached a couple times, and with that, me putting my hair into like different buns and ponytails and like different scrunchies, it will weaken the locks that I have had to constantly get reattached. And as you see right here in this scene, it's all around the perimeter. This one is like right above my ear, and she's retwisting the lock behind it, but the one right here, she's going to retwist it. And of course, I am not using any extensions or weave or anything. She's literally just attaching my own actual hair that fell out, and it's popped like right in the middle of the lock. So when she reattaches it, it's going to be a little bit shorter than the rest of the locks, but that's fine. So right here, she's basically just showing like what happened. Which one is it? Where I cut? Right there. Hold on, I can't see.
Right there, yeah. So it kinda, I can split it like this. It's not too much, too bad, but it's just gonna make it like really fat.
It probably needs to be.
So all of this can go together.
Get rid of like the smallness. Yeah, they gotta go. That's the issue, like being right on my edges, and they so small. So you're taking the extra hair and combining it with the one behind it.
So you know how hers is like laid down, like flat twisted. That's how this one until it gets long and lace.
So this is the lock, but it might be useful from this point, and we'll just like put it right there.
And a little shrimp right there.
Yep.
Because at this point, it'll be the same size as the one next to it.
Yeah.
You can see it. So we can keep it.
Okay.
And you can attach it. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. You got another one like that too.
Oh my, you see what I'm talking about? Like,
Not like one or two like that.
look.
No, ma'am. Not that bad.
It's like I cannot keep these to stay. It's like just here in the top of my head. Along with my locks being on the tip of my hairline, the stringy locks are from using hair ties. Please be careful. I've been using the soft ones without the metal piece, but they still cause damage. This is when I was using these smaller hair ties that are super soft and stretchy. They don't have any metal pieces, but I've transitioned over to the really large, thick hair ties, like the huge ones that are meant for like super big, thick braids. I can no longer use the regular hair ties that maybe like fit around a wrist, so I use the huge ones now. And just a reminder again, this video was filmed back in March of 2024, so currently my hair is not experiencing any of these issues. This has slowly been solving over the course of 2024, and as of right now my hair is in great condition. And right here, as she stated earlier, she is flat twisting my roots. This is where the first lock was sitting in front of this lock, but since that lock was cut out, she's taking all of that extra hair and just flat twisting the roots. And if you pay attention to where those metal pins are, there's 2 locks that she's going to get ready to reattach the end of my locks back on. So first things first, I'm going to go over again what I think are the reasons that caused this. First, my previous loctician, the one that started my locks, she started my locks small and right on the tip of my hairline. This is not secure, so your temples and edges are the most fragile part of your hair, so having small little grids of locks on your hairline is not the best decision. Secondly, the pineapple hairstyle I got when my locks were 9 months in. This hairstyle caused my locks to pop off in the middle and become stringy looking. This leads to the perimeter of my hairline being weakened, and it led to them having to be reattached. Thirdly, when you have locks that have to get reattached, they need crochet maintenance every few months so that they can continue to stay in. At this time, I was stretching my retwist every 4 months, so my locks that were reattached, they were not receiving the crochet maintenance that they needed. So this led to them continuing to fall out. Finally, on top of all of that, using the hair ties that I was using, if you have a hair tie that you use in one spot, it makes the locks thin and stringy because of all of the tension. Make sure that you don't tie the hair tie too many times and wrap them around. So thankfully though, this is nothing severe at all. My roots are very much thick and healthy. I don't have any balding or no issues like that. The shaft and everything is great. Well, the shaft is actually what's thinning, but the roots of my hair are fine. Just the shaft and the length of my hair is what's causing the issue, but these can be reattached. But yes, those are the 4 reasons that caused this. Again, my hair is no longer in this condition. This was March of 2024. I had to learn the hard way and get to know my locks over these past 3 years. We all have to get to know our hair and what works best for it. Some things that work for others may not work for you. I'm still learning my hair, and this is literally a lock journey. When they say it's a lock journey, it is literally a journey. So your hair matures and changes over time, and you just have to listen to your hair and just get to know it. I now know these things, what can cause this damage, so of course they can be avoided in the future. But for anyone who doesn't have locks or who has just started their lock journey, just like I was, you may not be familiar with what would cause any damage. You just kind of have to figure it out over time if you don't have anyone around you that can tell you like, hey, this stuff is not going to be the best for your locks. But yes, any newbies out there, if you're thinking about getting locks, just make sure you be careful. Don't have anyone start your locks on the tip of your hairline, and just be careful about the hairstyles you choose. Make sure that if you get them reattached because of any issues, you want to continue to get that crochet maintenance, and be careful about all the hair ties and stuff that you use. So for anyone who is new to my hair journey, this is my second lock journey, and currently I've had them for 3 years. I started both of my locks with the instant lock method. So you basically just take your own natural hair, and the way that she's reattaching my locks to the end, that's basically how you start instant locks. You would take your loose natural hair, you kind of back comb it or like tease it with the comb, and then you take a crochet needle, twirl the hair around, and you start like poking it. It doesn't hurt at all. You can't feel it. It doesn't pull at your roots because your hair is already basically dead. So when you create a instant lock, you're just basically creating a lock on dead hair. And when you reattach hair, you're just adding dead hair on top of dead hair. But yes, that's all hair is. It's just dead strands anyways. But I'm under the dryer in this scene, and as you can see, I have these flat twists right here, and I'm pointing at where my little shrimp lock is, the little short one. It's going to be a lot shorter than the rest of them, but at least it's reattached again and it's going to grow. And you can see I kind of like where it's flat twisted. It's giving like a really cute hairstyle. But as of right now, I no longer have this flat twisted style. My other loctician that I went to, she ended up reattaching 2 locks that I had, and she replaced them. So instead of that long flat twist look, she just put 2 locks back into my head. And no, they are not sitting right on the top of my hairline anymore. So my hair is pretty much healthy, and it's crazy because looking at this scene, my hair looks super long, but as of right now, my hair has grown so much. It's even longer from this clip. Alright, Paradise Pixies, thank you so much for visiting my pink paradise. I hope that you have learned some great helpful lock tips that you can avoid in your lock journey, and I will see you in my next video. In this clip right here, I'm holding the 2 locks. So these are the 2 locks that will eventually get reattached into my head, where you see those 2 flat twists that I have in the front. I'm going to eventually use those 2 locks to get reattached back in my head. But yes, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!
셋별